Need a contextual shot of Birmingham. Maybe. I might end up just montaging it and talking over it. Welcome to this montage with me talking over it. How's it going, everyone? John here, obviously. I haven't really ever done a video like this, but this summer there's been loads going on, actually. Specifically, I did a tour with a load of good mates of mine that are all musicians, and we played for an artist called Jamie Gray. I've played with Jamie a few times over a couple of years now, but this one there was a few abroad festivals, a couple in the UK as well. So I thought I'd, bring my phone along, as everyone does nowadays, and just film some bits, and it'll be nice to document and look back on, even if no one watches it, for me. So yeah, I went and did that. There's some fun bits, and I've just spent, today's a Sunday, it's been raining, so I've just been going through all the footage, compiling it, and having a little laugh, because there are some funny bits. Please do go and check out Jamie Gray. I'll link his stuff below. Really lovely guy, and all of his music's really kind of true and heartfelt, and there's no nonsense to it. And Jamie's a real one, so go and check him out. And this is a very rough video. It's literally me just whipping my phone out whenever I thought, this will be a good thing to film. So don't expect high grade Hollywood stuff here. It's very much me shooting from the hip and hoping I get something video worthy along the way. So yeah, I hope you enjoy a little bit of an insight into what all that was like. I'm going to preface this now before we get too far into this, but there is so much chaotic footage from my phone. Most of it is like this. So we had one full day to rehearse the full set. The set did change depending on the festival because we had different time slots, but yeah, this is a bit of the acoustic stuff where Joe's on keys, I'm on Jamie's acoustic. And it absolutely tanked it down for the loadout, but the next day went down to Anderton's, and then we were on day one. So we all jumped in a car, went up to Manchester, parked the car, walked to pick up an Uber. I got flung in the back with loads of guitars, and then we were at the airport. Then we had the absolute joy of figuring out what to do with all of our bags, what was going in the check-in, what we were taking in with us. So that took a while. Say hi to the internet, Harry Green.
Hello, internet, Harry Green.
After what felt like a lifetime, we were finally through security. We got some food in the form of meal deals, and then we queued up and boarded the plane. Yeah. The first festival was Montreux Jazz Festival, and we got a shuttle all the way from the airport literally to our entrance at the festival via some very nice views of Lake Geneva. After arriving, we got a really good sound check in, everyone was feeling good, and everything was dialed in, all ready to go for later on that day. Then we went to our hotel, which was the Freddie Mercury Hotel in Montreux, and had some great views out the back, and these, which I thought we only did in the UK. Then we went on a bit of a walk around the festival, saw some more Lake Geneva, and just, soaked it all in as we had a couple hours to kill before our gig. And we also watched Sting, but I didn't get any footage of that because my phone was on charge. And then we took, a photo of the boys, which is a nice little opportunity for me to introduce everyone. From left to right, we've got Harry Green on bass, Jamie Gray as, the main artist, James Burgess on drums, yours truly next to him, and then finally Joe on keys and also MD for this gig as well. Then we just chilled out backstage. There was filtered mountain water on tap, which was kind of crazy, sparkling as well. Had some beers, and then it was about time to go on. And here's some various footage.
If anybody's here with someone that they love tonight, please put your hands in the air. Okay, that's a good view. And this song is for that person that you love in your life. Still sing. I'm gonna turn my heart around under the black.
Then the organisers of the festival whisked us off to this artists-only jam night. All felt very exclusive and like I totally shouldn't have been allowed in. But we got like a professional photo shoot, all of us, which was a good laugh. There were AP Royal Oak wall clocks, which is so Swiss. And then we're into the main jam room where everything's going on. Like Rag and Bowman is up there with his band, trading licks with a trumpet player, and it's all kind of wild. And it would be an awful idea to get up and follow that.
It's time to ruin my career, live on video.
The next day we got up bright and early, said bye to the Freddie Mercury Hotel. It was great. And then we went over to Montreux Airport again to get our next flight. And this was to Copenhagen for a stop on the way to our next festival. And we went to this 7-Eleven loads of times actually on this trip. It was great. And then we flew to the Faroe Islands, where it was a great day weather-wise. Everything was amazing. It was calm, peaceful, sun was out. And by nature of the geography of the Faroe Islands, you have to drive through loads of mountains, so it's quite a lot of that if you ever go. But the payoff is totally worth it because it's an amazing looking place. We stayed in this really nice spa hotel on the hill. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but it had the longest corridors known to man. And after some food, we ended up chatting and enjoying the scenery all the way until the early hours of the morning. And this is the darkest it got because we were so far north and it was the middle of summer.
Sorry.
Then we went down into the Faroe Islands on a walk and realised how funny it looks walking downhill. After about half an hour, we made it into the town and we were pretty wet at this point, but we had a look around, saw some cool buildings. And it turns out the Faroe Islands is mostly wet and or snowy throughout the whole year. So this is just standard. After doing a bit more walking in the rain, we found a cafe in a fishing port. Then it was time to go to the festival, which was G Festival here in the Faroe Islands. So went through a lot more tunnels, saw some more of the towns, and eventually we arrived. They essentially convert this town into a festival by putting loads of stages up. I had some really good fish and chips, and then we chilled in the dressing room talking about stuff that should only stay in those walls.
Have you got that?
Then we made our way over to the stage.
He's ready.
And then it was time to do what we had to do.
In the Faroe Islands, this is a place I never thought I'd get the opportunity to.
Then we had the rest of the evening to basically chill out, enjoy the festival, have some food, and hit the club. Then it got to about 4 or 5 a.m. and this is us in the cab on the way back to the hotel. And there were some cool people that stayed there, kind of like a wall of fame for the hotel. Then we said farewell to the Faroe Islands, went to the airport, and I had the best seat possible on the plane. Tons of leg room, seat next to me with no one in it, and I had a window seat. I genuinely couldn't believe my luck. Then we flew to Amsterdam for a stop where we saw Victoria's Secret brand new suitcase lingerie, which is very funny. Then me and JB decided to bring it all out for this final flight.
I'm sitting here with John Connearn. We're both going to totally raw dog this flight.
None of these.
No dopamine. See you on the other side.
Welcome to Manchester.
Having just landed, reopened the window. John Connearn, successful raw dogged flight. Easy.
We topped it off with a healthy McDonald's on the way home.
Sorry, what was that?
Then fast forward a couple of weeks and then we do the UK festivals.
There's new sources in the source.
So started the UK run, got some food in, enjoyed the sun because the weather was great, and then we got to it. I don't know how I made that noise. First festival complete, then fast forward to the next one. Enough of that, let's move on to the final festival of the UK, Camper Calling. There was a cool Mini with a pizza oven in it, and I barely got any footage of this one, sorry, but it was a really windy festival, but a great time.
Friday night, I'll take you out. Drink expensive wine like it's water.
Little photo of the rig for the UK stuff. Switched it up and used the Les Paul for these. And that, ladies and gents, was a wrap. And there we go. So that was, a brief insight really into all the stuff that went on that festival run. It was a really good time. As I said, all my good pals, and Jamie's an absolute gent. He's a really good guy. So I've got all of his stuff linked below in the description if you want to check him out. We'll be doing some more gigs soon, I'm very sure, next year, 2025. And until then, thanks for watching. I hope you've got something out of this and enjoyed it. But yeah, hopefully see you in the next video.